The cerebrum is the largest portion of the brain. It's divided into two cerebral hemispheres. It's going to be the right and the left, and it's divided by the longitudinal fissure. Surface features include ridges and furrows of variable depth. The fissures are the deeper furrows. So the fissures, like the longitudinal fissure, and the transverse fissure, which is right here. It separates the cerebrum from the cerebellum. And we have the gyri. The gyri, remember, are the hills. And we have the sulci, which are the valleys that run through the hills. Principal fissures of the cerebrum include the following: longitudinal fissure, again, separates the right from the left hemisphere of the cerebrum. Central sulcus separates the frontal from the parietal lobes, and precentral gyrus from postcentral gyrus. So that is right here. We have the precentral gyrus and the postcentral gyrus. The transverse fissure, again, is right here. Separates the cerebrum from the cerebellum. Lateral sulcus is going to be right here. And the lateral sulcus is going to separate the temporal lobe from the rest of the cerebrum. And then we have the parieto-occipital fissure. The parieto-occipital sulcus, which you can't see on here, but you can see on a diagram in the book. And it's right here. And what that's going to do is that's going to separate the parietal lobe from the occipital lobe. And then moving back to the model, we're going to go over the lobes. So we have the frontal lobe, which is the front portion, the most anterior part of the cerebrum. And the cutoff point is going to be the central sulcus. So everything anterior of the central sulcus is going to be the frontal lobe. The occipital lobe is going to be the most posterior portion. If I turn the brain around, this is the back side. It's going to be right here, this small area. And then we have the temporal lobe, which is right here. And then we have the parietal lobe, which is, to find the parietal lobe, you can go back to the central sulcus, and it's going to be everything, not everything, but posterior of the central sulcus, all the way to the occipital lobe. And then we have the insula. So the insula is going to be very deep within the lateral sulcus. So if I pull this off right here and open up the brain, it's going to be this area right here. And that's the insula.